When I started this foundation, I was a little bit scared about the ambitions I had in mind. To build a dispensary, to build a trauma center is something very, very complex to do. But fortunately, I had a very, very lucky beginning here in Kenya, and I hope that you will support us, because it's not to support us for one day, it's support us for the next years. And I will work very hard to do this foundation and to achieve all the objectives.
We think that a lot of things should be done, and a lot of things can be done with goodwill of all the people to help this foundation to have this equipment that they need in order to save lives. Thank you to Rodica for this wonderful idea.
I can assure you and everybody here tonight that we will do our best to help you, to support you, to back you, and just what we can do, we will do it. That's a personal engagement.
To set up a trauma center is a pretty major thing to do. We cannot cover the whole country at one go. Maybe we start with a pilot. We start with a pilot. At Makindu, we are working with the group. I met some trauma surgeons, and I've been talking to people overseas and all, and they are saying what happens in the first few hours is important. We stop bleeding, we aerate the patient, and we don't move their bones and all, so that we do more damage. So that's important. So the idea is that we could use a trauma center to train trauma nurses and all from elsewhere, and so we can offer some services and later. So this is just the beginning for you. So you have a lot more to do. So I think I want to thank NTSA. We have seen that when they came into being, Our road accidents went down. With the alcohol blow and speed limits, they also came down. But unfortunately, they've been creeping back again. And I've seen that they've gotten active again. So I think we need to keep that at bay. So that is the preventive, but the curative side, the treating of it is important.
The National Transport and Safety Authority was created in 2012 through an act of parliament to majorly coordinate the activities that relates to road transport that were scattered across government departments. Accident fatalities, and let me call them, they are not accidents actually, these are crashes, because majority of these are preventable. The numbers are huge. Last year, we lost 2,703 persons through road traffic accidents. We continue engaging government, and especially on the issue of enforcement, engaging the police, because enforcement is very critical. On the issue of engineering, the state of the road, we are now working with the road agencies, and we have an interagency working committee that will constantly review the designs of the roads to eliminate some of the engineering issues that are around there, so that we make our roads much safer. Sometimes we assume that you will never be involved in an accident. It's a very wrong misconception. It can happen to any one of us, anytime. So by building the capacity of the communities along even the key corridors, to be able to respond in the right way to accident victims, will go a long way in saving many more lives. We want to say we will partner with this foundation. We'll work together. Our support will be there, and we welcome everybody else, anybody else, with ideas that can help us to manage this problem.
There is one thing in this world that's very important. If you have passion, if you have a heart, you have lived a life. Your testament by being here today underpins that statement. Sipi is a very remarkable young man. He survived that car accident that led to this foundation. Sipi had a completely broken hand. When the ambulance came to Nairobi, Rodika was experiencing life firsthand, running between the mortuary and the emergency ward. Sipi had started rotting at a temperature of more than 40 degrees. Those of you who have a medical background, you know what that means, what the next thing is. Dr. Ropani came to his aid, and Sipi was taken from the corridor of a hospital, and the surgeon spent more than 3 hours just cleaning his wound of glass cut. Thank to God, Sipi is here with us. If you ever want to help, come and walk with us. Together, hand in hand, we will save one life at a time.
We now want to officially declare the Vlad Danciu Foundation officially launched. Thank you very much.